Bitcoin's potential to reach $1 million can be traced to several key factors, starting with its limited supply. Bitcoin has a hard cap of 21 million coins, making it a scarce asset. Scarcity often drives value, similar to gold, which has been considered a store of value for centuries. As demand increases for Bitcoin while the supply remains fixed, the price tends to rise. This supply-demand dynamic is one of the main reasons experts predict Bitcoin could eventually hit $1 million. Another critical factor is adoption growth. Over the last decade, Bitcoin has evolved from a niche digital asset used by tech enthusiasts to a mainstream investment vehicle. More individuals, institutions, and even governments are now exploring and adopting Bitcoin, whether as a store of value, a hedge against inflation, or a speculative investment. With increasing adoption, the demand for Bitcoin naturally rises, creating upward pressure on its price. Additionally, institutional investment has been a major driving force behind Bitcoin's recent price increase. Large financial institutions, hedge funds, and companies like Tesla and MicroStrategy have bought significant amounts of Bitcoin, pushing its value higher. Institutional investments are seen as a validation of Bitcoin's potential, and as more large players enter the market, the price could continue to surge. The global economic environment also plays a major role in Bitcoin's potential rise. As fiat currencies, particularly the US dollar, face inflationary pressures and central banks continue printing money, people are increasingly looking for alternative stores of value. Bitcoin's decentralized nature and limited supply make it an appealing choice to hedge against the risks posed by inflation and government-controlled monetary policies. If global inflation continues to rise, Bitcoin's role as a hedge could increase, driving more people into the market. Technological advancements within the Bitcoin network have also helped support its price. For example, the Lightning Network offers faster and cheaper transactions, addressing Bitcoin's scalability issues and improving its usability for everyday transactions. These improvements make Bitcoin a more practical asset for both individuals and businesses, which can further boost its adoption and, in turn, its price. As Bitcoin becomes more scalable, it can handle more transactions, which positions it as a competitive alternative to traditional payment systems. Culturally, Bitcoin has made a significant shift in how it is perceived. What was once a speculative investment for a small group of tech enthusiasts is now viewed by many as digital gold and a legitimate store of value. This cultural shift, along with increasing mainstream media coverage, has contributed to rising interest in Bitcoin. As more people understand the value of holding Bitcoin as a long-term investment, demand will increase, putting upward pressure on its price. Another important aspect is Bitcoin's potential to become a global reserve currency. While Bitcoin is still far from replacing traditional fiat currencies, some experts believe that it could become a reserve asset for governments, businesses, and financial institutions in the future. If Bitcoin were to gain global reserve status, its value could soar as it would be in demand for use in international trade, investments, and as a store of value. The combination of these factors, limited supply, adoption growth, institutional investment, global economic conditions, technological improvements, and cultural shifts, forms a solid foundation for the argument that Bitcoin could reach $1 million in the future. Like this video and subscribe for more Bitcoin topics.